The South African Navy has officially received the second of the 3 multi-mission inshore patrol vessels today at Salisbury Island Naval Base in Durban. The SAS King Shaka Zulu is the second vessel to be received in Durban. The vessels are intended to strengthen the country's maritime security and its capacity to respond to threats. Armscor CEO Solomzi Madaba says they are thrilled to have delivered the project on time.
As Armscor, it is with excitement and a great honor to once again present the second IPV, which will be named after King Shaka Zulu. It is with great excitement in the sense that this is one of the flagship projects that we pride ourselves for having delivered the vessel on time, on budget, and within the specifications coming from the end user, which is the SA Navy. Although I must say we were confronted with the challenges of COVID, but through the cooperation that we have with all the stakeholders that were involved in this project, we were able to resolve those issues.
The SANDF's Chief of Staff says the patrol vessels are needed in the South African National Defence Force.
Threats today come in a number of ways, and as they come, they need to find us ready. And the best way for us to prepare is to do what we are doing today. In other words, to go into those programs that will assist us to make sure that we are able to deal with the future security concerns. And the delivery of these multi-mission inshore patrol vessels is one of those that will assist us not in the short term, but in the long term, to ensure that we stand ready to deter any kind of threat that will come at sea. It is important today, especially for South Africa, that we need to have a very strong Navy. A very strong Navy that is well equipped.
Newzroom Africa's Ntando Mnyandu is at the unveiling ceremony. In Ntando, we also heard from King Misuzulu Kazwelithini in delivering a keynote address. What did we hear from him?
Well, certainly, right now we are aboard the SAS King Shaka vessel, at the first vessel to be named after any of the Amazulu King, with the Chief of Staff of SA Navy telling us that it was quite significant to name this vessel after King Shaka, as they call him a very noble strategist when it comes to military. This gesture was well received by His Majesty King Misuzulu Kazwelithini, who graced this event, to welcome and receive this vessel. But it was also a historic event where the vessel was named after one of his forefathers, the great king to ever, grace the shores of KwaZulu-Natal and South Africa. But to tell us more about how did the Royal House receive, this gesture, I'm joined by Ntando Afrika Zulu from the House of Onkweni. Ntando Afrika, this is a symbolic and a significant day. We are inside a ship named after one of your forefathers. How are you feeling as a descendant of Mntwanu Shingani?
Absolutely amazing moment, one of those greatest moments. It's just one of those times where we reflect and look back and we appreciate where we are as a nation. The King has also expressed his appreciation over this honor, because King Shaka, His Majesty, had set the record straight. He had actually paved the way for the rest of the nations in the Southern Hemisphere to be able to conquer all nations. Now, to have this ship named after him is quite an honor that one will never be able to fully express or explain.
As the king was here, he looked jubilant. We also noted that he was alongside Prince Zuzefa Buthelezi, the son of the late Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, who was, the Prime Minister for the Zulu nation. Anything to take out of that?
No. The relations remain cordial with the Wapindangan Royal House. So that's why you'll be seeing, because remember, Prince Zuzifa is the son of the Prime Minister, and he continues on those trends, on what his father did. And there is nothing more than the fact that he is family and is also on the side of the king. From the faction of the family that you know, that you've got one side and the other. So he's with us. So we'll be seeing more of him next to the king, you know.
Well, that is Prince Africa Zulu. But, you know, to come back to the theme of the day, the ship we are on currently, you know, boasts a wide array of technologies, and it was built and constructed up to completion in Cape Town at Damon Shipyard in Cape Town. And now I'm joined by the director of Damon Shipyard, Monte. It was a mammoth task. How long did it take you to put together this vessel, and what do we have on board this vessel?
This vessel is incredible. The entire project of 3 vessels is run over 7 years, and it takes parts of the steel, which is mined, prepared in South Africa. The davits, the guns are from other companies. The engines and propellers had to be brought in, but our team is working not just in Diamond Shipyard's Cape Town, but with hundreds of other South African suppliers to come together and put this incredible vessel on the water.
What are the capabilities of this vessel?
This vessel is a multi-mission inshore patrol vessel, so it is very versatile. Depending on this platform, it is open because there are containers that can be placed, and to change the use of the application. As the Chief of the Navy mentioned before, it can be used for many different missions depending on the containers that are placed on this platform to allow it to perform. But it can be used to protect our shores, it can be used to retrieve people, it can be used in search and rescue operations. The uses are several.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, there you have it. You know, the economy, the maritime economy, is said to be one of the most, biggest economies in the country. So the protection of it becomes paramount important. So this vessel, they are saying it will help in ensuring that our shores are patrolled, and then they also conduct stop and searches to any other foreign boats that are seen, floating on our shores, to eliminate any threat to the sovereignty of our country. With that, it's back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Ntando, Mnyandu, for that update.